All right, let's get into the music making or something. So it's been a while since I streamed the previous episode. I guess one could call it an episode at least. uh, oh my god. Okay. Had to log in to one more thing. Visual Studio asked for password for some reason. Oh my god, it's not synced. It's not synced. Please sync. It's synchronizing now. Alright. Just give me a couple more seconds. So, basically the plan for today is to somehow get the events going and probably redesign how we pipe them into the synth itself, because it's sort of boring in a way right now. It's nothing interesting for sure. So I will try to get the Visual Studio Code. Why is it not doing the thing? Sync now. Settings sync. Synchronize now. Can you synchronize? Please? Please, 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 please. Why is it not doing the settings sync thing? It's annoying. I have changed some settings and I would like them to show up here. And they don't for some reason. Oh well. If they don't want to sync, I just redo them manually quickly. How do you change the position? No, I just wanna. All right, done. All right, let's get to the code. Let's get to the code part. The code part, the fun part. So as you can see, I did a little layout switch for VS Code, and it's basically because I sort of started to like the fact that I can just hide this without shifting everything. It's very useful. It's very handy. I like it. I'll have to adjust my Vim layout for that as well, but I don't use Vim on stream, so we're not gonna be doing that now. All right. To be completely fair, I have no clue how the fuck does it work. It's been long enough for me to forget how I implemented all that. So, all right, those are audio modules and stuff, and I can mix them and whatever. All right, but how do we handle note events? How do we handle note events? Voice manager, all right, but how do we handle events? We had a note, yeah, we have an event class basically, and it has a time, a duration, frequency, and velocity, which is fair. But I'd want it to be more dynamic, let's say. So, in other words, I'd like it to work separately, one part from the other part. So what I mean by that is, for now, it's the synth that gets the note, right? We have the synth, and the synth gets the note event list. We literally just put in an array of notes. We give it a note event array or whatever. Oh my god, cursor shake. And we expect the synth to play it. So what I think might be pretty reasonable of an approach would be to instead just tell synth, hey, turn voice on, and it's not in the future, right? It's just now, turn the voice on and turn the voice off, key on, key pressed, key released, right? It's regular synths do, regular VST synths. Although, to be fair, I have no clue how to actually implement that yet. So let me think about it for a second or two. Because because the synth keeps track of its own time, right? So it knows the global time. So basically the synth would just like register the event, so it creates a voice, and then it could like return the voice ID, and then we tell the voice to stop, and then it doesn't stop immediately, it just sort of gets delegated to be stopped later, right? So that might be one approach to do that. I have unpushed changes for some reason. Let's synchronize the Git stuff. Hopefully with no, oh my god, yeah, it takes all the libraries. Fix build for, oh my god, what the hell? Yeah, I don't care about them. Close other repositories. I just care about my repository. That's enough bullshit code to care about. I might wanna do like a little Discord thingy too. Yeah, whatever. All right, sorry for that. So, how do I do it? That's the question. So I believe we have like an audio module thing, right? Get sample is the method. So maybe we could like, each audio module can take in events, like we basically would need them to handle the events themselves, right? But maybe we could have like sort of managed system for voices. I believe we do have something like that actually. Wait, how is that done? How do we do it? We have voice manager of type T. What's T? T is data. What the hell? How do we do it? Wait, I feel so dumb now. But I'm literally just lost in my code. I forgot how it works. It only took me like a week or something, right? God damn it. Alright, so we have the Sine Synth Track module. And it has a voice manager of Sine Synth Track module with voices stored in it. Alright, yeah, okay, this sort of just works in the way that we have the voice manager. And the voice manager... Alright, that makes sense. So it's basically the thing that just plays stuff, right, as concurrent things, and it also manages like creating and like, how do we call it, destroying, yeah. Alright, so that's fair, that makes sense. However, we will need to adjust the note event probably for that and size the time. Okay, so that's just the time, like the global time, right? Wait, what do we have currently? Let's compile the thing. Wow, it's such a sick beat, isn't it? Alright. What we'll do now is let me just think for a second. Yeah, so instead of like, because we essentially want to like have a start and end, right? That's the two methods we wanna pass in. We wanna expose. Fuck. Should have like waited till I read the code before starting the stream, because it's probably even more boring than the last one right now. Last note played. Yeah, we just don't want it to like be the thing keeping track of that, right? We wanna say like voice manager, start voice, voice manager, kill voice, and stuff like that. Voice manager, what does it do? Evaluate, and I believe the implementation of it. Wait, no, it doesn't clear. Oh, it does. Voices erase. Okay, so they each have a time that's bound to them. So it's an array of what? The vectors of what? Of voice. And what the hell is a voice? It's a struct that has a size t disappear after. Okay, that's good. That's a good struct. That's a good struct. Maybe we could go the other way around and like see how do we implement it at all. So we have the audio engine, right? And it has the synth track module. So it could wait, what can we do? Maybe we could like I have to like really think hard about the architecture of this thing because I don't want to mess it up right now. I don't have the time to mess it up. So we say voices play, we pass in the node event. Oh god, that's very bad code, like in general. Wait, so the get sample method gets called like each time we want a new sample. Alright, that's fair. Gets called repeatedly. Alright, so we just don't think like I don't think we should be caring for that. I think it should like okay, so each time we get sample, we evaluate the voices, right? The accumulator, we accumulate all them. It's all fine. So time. All right. So let's like. So that's a vector of voices. What if it assigned a voice to an ID like dictionary, the dictionary way? That could be probably better, but how do we do it? How do we do it in C++? What's the hash map of C++? In other words, let's see. Hash maps C++. How to use hash map in C++. An ordered map seems to be the yeah, it seems to be the C++ way of doing it. So we have unordered maps. I wonder how ordered maps look. Like, what the fuck? You have Krakow on top, or? Yeah, that was a very, very, like, specific Polish joke. Alright, but nevertheless, let's see the HPP. And let's try doing that. So instead of storing a vector of voices, we'll create an ordered map, which will store. I don't think we'll need more than like 256. So like a byte. I mean, uint 8t. So that's gonna yield us 256 voices, right? It's gonna error out in some places now. That's what I expect at least. Let's close those windows, not to be. I actually like having the terminal open all the time because it sort of pads the code right and just not at the screen edge, and I just don't like having the code at the screen's edge. But I know, I'm just weird, probably. Oh, god damn it. Wait. No. That's not what I wanted you to... No! God damn it. It's annoying when you get used to a ThinkPad keyboard with the page up and down keys next to the arrows. Yeah. Okay, this is .voices. How do we initialize it? How do we initialize the thing? Okay, we can actually initialize it this way. Alright, fair. So that's gonna yield us the unordered map. Do we have... Let's actually close some of that because it's too many tabs for me to be comfortable around. And let's see, what do we have here? We want a voice manager and this voice manager, so those two. Great. Now let's think again. There's a lot of thinking involved. Don't laugh. To evaluate, and okay, each voice is gonna have its own like basically. Not only will it have like disappear after, so that's gonna be basically its life expectancy. How do I call it? The disappear after is a terrible name. Lifetime, basically. Play disappear after. Yeah, rename it as well. Yeah, rename this as well. Yeah, I'll just do it manually. There's a lot of changes to be made, right? Live's great, although I'd be very grateful to if we kept the chat English, because I'm actually doing this as a like school project sort of, and I need the footage, and it needs to be English. Long story. Coding during live streams is like my sort of way to just forget about different things I need to do, but at the same time I just don't wanna like, you know, write arbitrary code that has no purpose. So I'm doing school projects during Twitch live streams basically. Which I believe to be like sort of a hack, because not only do I benefit like because I do a thing I like, but like I actually do work this way. It motivates me, right? Keeps me going. Don't need those breakpoints anymore. Why were they there? Okay, so we expect... And how's yours? Okay, so it has oh right. I wanted to modify the voice again, and I wanted to like have okay, because the thing is, if it has a lifetime, that means I need to have like a start time as well, and eval count basically. Oh, you have Spanish classes. That's interesting. I actually don't have a secondary like language except English for now, although I'm gonna probably take Japanese later. Second semester is gonna be fun. Oh my god, I just suck at coding so much now, though. Push back the voice. Okay, alright, I know what I wanted to do. So I want this to return a uint 8t. Uint 8t. And it doesn't have the pushback method because voice is not why doesn't it want me to use this? It's not static. I should be able to use this. Unless it is static. It is not. I guess it just doesn't like the fact that there's this... Nope, it still doesn't work. Where's the error, Mr. Compiler? Uni, brother. I've been at like Piatk for like the whole semester now. It's fun there. For your information, I actually managed not to fail high school, right? So why isn't it suggesting code? I'm too dumb to write code myself. Oh, it may be because... No, it doesn't make sense. What is wrong here? Declaration is incompatible. Oh, great, alright. Forgot C++ bullshit. So, this will return a uint8t, which will basically be the node ID, and we want a void stop, which will take a uint8t voice ID. And this... can I just like do summary or... Oh yeah, I can. I just wanna like add a note that this returns voice ID. Not to forget what it does. And this part here should now work, hopefully. Yep. So we wanna do this dot void. Why can't I do that? I guess it just doesn't like the way it works or whatever. I guess it's because it's templated, it just sort of freaks out. Alright, good luck with studying then. Fortunate enough for me to have this as my studying right now, right? So yeah, good luck. Alright, so let's see how can we add items. Oh, we might have to include... No, it is included. We have the standard library thing. Oh, really? You can just do it like that? Wow, alright, that's cool. That's cool. So you can basically this dot voices, and I can just use an index, and we have the... Alright, so we need a helper function for that, which doesn't have to be templated, I believe. And it's just gonna return me a uint8t get first 3, which, as the name suggests, will get me the first 3 AD, and this is going to... Oh, it actually needs to be templated, right? Because that thing is templated. Or it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Only data is templated, so we just pass this as the parameter, or rather a pointer to that. Fuck. Switching between like several languages is annoying at times because you just forget the, like, how is it called? You forget the details, basically, what I mean. You forget that like the asterisks go after or before or whatever, so you know. all gets like tangled up in my brain. So that's gonna be my map. What can I do with this map? Must have class type, but is what do you mean? What do you mean? God damn it. Not using C for like a week and I already forgot everything. Wait, I can use it. What the hell is this problem sometimes? Is there like a key? What does this mean? Returns the key comparison object. Alright, no, we don't want the key comparison object. What we want is... Is there like a... I just want to get the keys as an array or a vector of keys. Size, reserve, rehash, operator, merge, max size, get allocator, find, extract, erase. Alright, then we just need to do it the manual way. I could probably like store it in a separate array, which would be more optimized, but I will not really care for that unless it's an issue later. So if it pops up, I can do for auto kv pair, probably in map, right? What's kv now? You don't like the fact that it's an auto, right? Initializer required. They were doing it in here somewhere. UMAP, what's UMAP? Yeah, you can do it apparently. This range-based for statement requires a suitable begin function and was found. You want this? Yep, exactly. Forgot it's a pointer. So kv dot first is... What do you mean like first and second? This makes no sense. Okay, so... Oh, okay, it's a pair. Alright, it's a tuple. We have tuples or kv pairs, whatever you call it. This is our key. And I guess we just need to... Like... Fuck, I'm not thinking clearly right now. We need an array of those. Or whatever. They're not going to be continuous, so what we basically do is like... Yeah, let's just do the number approach. So we just do for u and 8t. It's gonna be called I. Let's initialize it with 0. I less than there's gonna be u and 8t. Is there like a max value? It's gonna be std limit. Numeric limits. What can you do with numeric limits? U and 8t. Yeah, basically that. What the hell? Stop. I know you have some syntax shit that's wrong here, but let me cook for a second before you auto-format it for me. Thank you. I++. And what we do here, and I could just write 256 there, but whatever. We'll basically just check if map.has or exists or contains. And we'll ask it if it contains the key of I. If it doesn't, we'll return I. As simple as that. And if this just gets here, we'll just throw new error or whatever, std error. We have error somewhere. How do we do errors here? Like a nice error. What's a nice error? Named error. What was it called? std error. std underflow, overflow. std exception, and I believe I can do like I can do a description here. So let's just throw the exception here. This should probably work, sort of. No, like with this method. So let's just not care for it right now, and let's just get first 3. Of course, passing in the reference to our how was it called? Passing in the reference to our this dot voices here. So this dot voices is equal to, and here we create the voice. And return the, okay, we need to store this. Like that. If this fails, we'll just sort of handle it later, right? Let's not care about it now. And we need to implement the stop method. Template, type name, t. It's gonna be void voice manager t. Stop. Why don't you like that? Voice manager. Stop, and uses a uint8 t id. Voice id, I believe it was called. And what we need to do first is this dot map voices dot contains voice id, and if it doesn't contain it, we'll just throw an exception. But if it does, we will this voices dot remove clear. This erases elements. Nope. Erase, and we can erase by ID, and our ID is voice ID, so this works. Should work, probably. I'll have to take a look at the memory management of this code, because I believe there are several mistakes in there, but I'm a bit too lazy to actually like go about and fix them. right, and now we should erase this function, right? Yes. No, we shouldn't. All right, so the way this is going to work is every time we stop a voice, okay, so this erases it, right? What we need to actually do is set it up for deletion. So that's not what we want to do. And we have to like figure out how to accumulate them in a different way right now, although this shouldn't be all that hard. So let's see. We'll basically do like for an auto, basically the same thing I've done before in this voices. So each voice is going to have its I guess the lifetime is like sort of our indicator of how much time does it have left, right? Can I pre-initialize it to something in C++? Can I like C++ default struct values? Oh. Okay, so since C++ 11, they can. So let's just set it to like, what? Size t. Yeah, let's do the numeric limits one, right? std numeric limits of size t maximum. Will this work? It's a const, so it should work. It's a constant. Great, but something here errors out. What is your problem? Expected a declaration of fucking what? Where is the... Oh, no problems. Oh, never mind. Apparently just hallucinated the thing. So, iterating over the voices. Okay, the thing is, when we create a voice, right, it has an infinite lifetime, right? So stop should basically decrease its lifetime to something more manageable. Oh, right, but the thing is, the voice doesn't know its time anymore, right? That's gonna be interesting, sort of. So each voice needs to know its own time, probably. That would be a better way to handle it, right? So each voice would have its... instead of its start time passed, because it had its... fuck, why is it so annoying? Okay, so for each voice we create, we'll have like a voice time stored, basically. Right? Oh, how do we do it? Wait. Fuck. I can't code stuff. It's too late. I wanted to do this stream earlier, but I like, had to do work. Okay, so we evaluate node events, blah blah blah. And we pass in the global time here, right? And the data is, okay, so instead of passing the time, we could just pass in the voice. So we basically like have a voice, it has a lifetime, which is very long. And if it's because how it works is basically you hold the note in the sustain mode, right, until it dies in the stage of the envelope. So we sort of like want to have the global time, or we want to have information whether it's dying. So basically, like, the lifetime thing is sort of dumb, probably, unless we just don't change it, unless we have a So I basically use this for it to have like a constant type size or whatever. So like it's like a characteristic value, right? A magic value of sorts. Okay, so what if our evaluator was to like have a voice? We just give it a pointer to a voice. It needs to evaluate our voice, right? And each voice would keep track of its time. Which would default to 0, right? The note event is copied into the voice, which makes sense because the voice should own the event after it's created. I believe this makes sense. We don't want a null pointer here for some bizarre reason. The note event shouldn't really have its like time or whatever. I think the note event should only carry the frequency and velocity, basically. So we could probably get rid of this entire thing. Something like that, basically. And it has its time. It's also cool because if I wanted to change the pitch of a voice, I can do it. I can actually like change the pitch of a voice while it's playing. I'll have to like add this capability here. So in the voice manager, I'll need to like add a capability for it. Like voice get. Get voice count. Yeah. Does this work? It does. Great. Template. Type name T. Size. It's got a return voice pointer. Get, and we'll just have a uint 8t voice ID, and we basically will return. Copy this part. Return this voices voice ID. Are the voices public? They should be private. They are private. Great. We don't want like direct manipulation of them. Alright, for the accumulator, the kv.first is gonna be the int. I don't care about the int. I only care about the voice, so it's gonna be only the second. And what we'll do is accumulator. We'll call the evaluator, which is like the function here, right? We'll call the evaluator with giving it the pointer to this voice, and the data, which is gonna be this data, I believe. Yeah. And we should store a last evaluation, I guess. It's like we basically add the time delta from the last accumulation. So let's like size t previous eval, or like last eval time. Great. Size t time delta is equal to time minus last eval time. Why did I name it like that? It doesn't make sense. Let's like use consistent naming at least. Last eval time. Last eval time. So let's change the kV second time plus equals time delta. Accumulator, evaluator, alright, and the voice also needs to know the lifetime. So how much lifetime is the remaining, right? C++ numeric max. Is there like a shortcut for that? Nah, I believe that's the way you do it. Alright, let's just stick to this way. Right. But does it need to like actually know its lifetime? Maybe it'd be smart to store dev time. So it's like literally dev time. Oh, come on. Yeah, I hope he knows what he's doing. The refactorer, the refactoring engine or whatever. Play, get voice count, create, this all works. Hopefully. Why? What do you mean? Oh. Like that. Now it's found. Hopefully. The eval function changed, so it's okay. It takes a voice pointer now. This evaluator, eval function, voices, yeah, data. Great. Play. This changes now. We basically do play, we pass in a float frequency and float velocity. We could pass in like a pointer to some arbitrary information if we want to be fair. Gonna complicate things more, isn't it? So voice would be like a templated struct then, because like passing a void pointer just doesn't seem right to me. So what MIDI does, I believe, it is we pass like an arbitrary, we pass it basically an array of parameters to the voice. So maybe I can just like do it this way. So if I need additional data here, I could just like pass in like, you know, whatever, like 16 bytes of data, which can be arbitrarily manipulated basically. Can I do it? Does it seem like a good idea at all? Like to just have a byte, oh, excuse me, a uint 8 t. Fuck. Data, array of 8, like that. I will do it. I feel like that's one way that I can actually like do something in here. 8 bytes. I guess 8 bytes is a reasonable amount of bytes. In store, well, it's just one float though. To be fair, floats would be more useful probably. I'll just store like whatever 16 bytes of data here. So there's gonna be like 4 floats if I want to. So each voice will have its own data here if it wants to. And I'll add an option to... That's basically a voice constructor, by the way. Data, it's gonna be an array of 8. Can I do that in C++? Like C++ fixed size array as parameter. Yeah, this works, I believe. Great. But yeah, I need to define that. This changed completely. So now instead we do get a float frequency, a float velocity, and we get uint 8t data, which is 16 bytes. Let's just add a like a dump constant define type thing. Can I do it like C++ style? Because I wouldn't like to do it in a different, like, can I do like a public const data size equal to 16? Because I don't want to do it the define way. It's gonna let me do that. It's not complaining. Voice manager data size. Can I do something like this in here? Or are you complaining? Argument list for class template is missing. Oh, great. Yeah, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Explicit type is missing, ain't assumed. Voice data size. Yeah, I guess we can do it this way. This guy's not even complaining, he's just, nah, whatever. Variable doesn't exist, yeah, we'll just fucking don't work, but like, where's the problem? It's your problem, not my problem. Let's see for ya. I hope every time I say like C instead of C++, I like hope I offend one person at least. I literally just hope I'm offending people all the time. Because that's more interesting than being like family friendly and shit, so. Great. I need to handle this situation as well. Oh, the question is, will it allow me to erase the thing? Won't it fuck up the iteration? So basically what I want to do is, like, we add the time delta here, right? We also want like a size T voice decay, or like, yeah, basically it's the time that it takes for the voices to completely die off. The T data, yeah, it's more important. Size T voice decay. I'd set it like, what? Yeah, let's just manually set it later. Let's just not care about it. This voice decay. It's gonna be private. We don't actually want this anywhere. But if the voices, so it's gonna be kv.second.time is greater than kv.second.devtime, greater equal actually probably would make more sense. And if it is the case, we'll have to call voices.erase, and we will have to erase kv.first. The question is whether this doesn't like break anything. I suck at typing now, great. I wonder how terrible the compiler errors are gonna be right now after the refactor. Cool. Yeah, I believe that's, oh, almost all. I need to like actually this voices voice ID, I believe def time is equal to this is just returns me the pointer, right? That's the pointer. It returns me the voice and not the pointer to the voice. Okay, wait. Does it actually like copy the thing? I'm getting lost in C++ now, great. Alright, but it should probably, in theory it should be set to, like, voice def time should be set to voice time plus this, what was it? Voice decay. And it's not gonna build because, yeah, oh my fucking god. What the hell? Voices was not declared in the scope. Has no member named voices. Well, that is fucking unfortunate. Does not name a template type. Is defined in header. Oh my god, it gave a helpful suggestion. The C++ is helping me. The C++ is helping the developer. Look. Checkmate Rust developers. The compiler is my friend for once. Invalid expression conversion. Yeah, that's gonna fail for sure. That's where I expected to fail in this file, but I don't like the fact that this fails. Cannot convert. Yeah, that's interesting because like, does this like actually copy the thing? No matching function call. Yeah, all of them are now here, which means that the manager is done. Now we just need to use the new manager. That's the like the helper function. Actually, we could probably like move the helper function to some header for helpers, but oh yeah, you probably are missing. You probably want like another parameter for the voice decay, and the voice decay is gonna be. I should be able to like get engine and get beats to samples, and the voice is gonna have 1 beat decay after it's finished, right? File conversion, blah blah blah. Fix the error. It's still an error. Oh yeah, oh fuck, Mike. The errors here because the soundgen function doesn't know how to soundgen voice pointer, voice and sine synth track module data. Voice frequency, voice time, here again, voice time, and voice create envelope. Yeah, the create envelope thing is gonna fail. Let's just return this. Because we'll need to rethink how we handle envelopes now, right? Because we don't have all the parameters. We don't have the time is not actually our time. Why is it formatting it in such a dumb way? Can't say the R word. Sorry. Fuck, that was close and dumb. Oh my god, I just can't progress with the times. In Poland, it's fine to call someone that. It's like normal. It's not even offensive to nobody. It's not like we call people like that the R word. Oh yeah, right. The play function now is also changed. What did the function expect? Let's just data voices playing. Yeah, whatever. Let's just, what the fuck? Oh right. That was like the thing that was playing the thing. Let's just do this. Right, it's gonna compile. Should compile. It doesn't compile. Okay, that's more interesting, right? We don't have actual like problems. We have an error of compilation. Get first free multiple. Oh right, yeah. It's not templated. I guess I could make it inline and it should like help, right? But I don't think making it inline is the solution. Maybe it is. It's not really used all that much. Segfault! Woo! We're getting segfaults now. That's actually good because that means something's working, but just very badly. let's see the main file. Alright, maybe it's not that good, because I have no clue why it might segfault actually. Maybe the debugger can help me with that. Do we have a debugger actually? We do have a debugger. Just not this debugger. Why is this so white? Go away, go away, go away. We wanna use the CMake debugger. And is the CMake debugger gonna help me or something? Please let me debug this. Run task. Yeah, like I wanna debug this. Oh, it works now for some bizarre reason. We only get the like metronome track, right? But it didn't segment. It does a segmentation fault without a debugger, and with a debugger it does not. Which is oh god damn it! I love this language. It's so bizarre. Okay, but it still wasn't working, right? So maybe I can like pinpoint what. Okay, it does do a segmentation fault. Beats 2 seconds. Why does it do a segmentation fault? This is not initialized properly, is it? So with the sample rate being 0, beats 2 seconds. Oh, it's a double. That's one reason why it could be doing that. Wait, war was the decay time. I was doing it in the C++ file, I believe, right? Beats to samples. Because, alright, so wait, what's the size of size T? I like how you can't really get answers. Yeah, it's 64 bits. Great. Yeah, that's sort of obvious, but at the same time it's not. Great. Debug. I like how it works sometimes. And doesn't the others. Great. I love programs that work sometimes. How's the audio levels, by the way? I'm sort of curious whether it's... No, it's not. It's not even close to peaking. I was worried that I'm screaming, but no, I'm not. Segmentation fault. So, add this one. This data BPM. Yeah, alright, that makes sense. So this is not initialized yet, right? Oh, yeah, right, because... It's not bound. It's not bound. So that's the sine synth track module. So it has its voice manager, right? But it's like created before it's bound. So instead, I'd have to like do it in the bind method. Huh. Or just like, you know, put in an arbitrary amount of samples here, like whatever. We have what, 3,000 samples maybe? Is it too little? Wait, let me just do a calculation. We have 22,500 samples a second, right? Let's just halve it. Or like, yeah, halve it. Well, let's just give it a full second of decay time. That's just gonna do it. Shouldn't cycle now. Shouldn't work though. It's not working, it's not scaffolding. In other words, success. Alright, so the metronome... wait, I just want to see it working for a second. Yeah, I can turn down the volume of this part, alright. Good. Good. Very good. Alrighty. I think I want to do the like exposed values from audio modules too. Although I'm not sure if I feel like doing that now. It's not that important at this stage. We want to hear the sounds coming out of the audio module we created, right? So inside of here, let's like, I don't know, let's like keep let's like have it enable itself for now. So get sample. So let's say like if data dot playhead is equal to like an arbitrary sample, then we will do voices dot play, and we'll play some frequency. Let's say yeah, with the velocity of like 1, and this I'll just pass a null pointer here. Can I do it, or will it scream at me? And let's store this as the let's not store it, let's just see if it works. It says there is a voice playing, but we can't hear the voice. Replay it. Yeah, after a second there is a voice playing in theory, but we can't hear the voice. Which is a bit more worrying, actually, now if I think about it, right? Why can't we hear that? Let's get into debugging, actually, maybe. So wait, does the voice get added? Probably. Oh yeah, right. That makes sense. Frequency is equal to frequency, and the dot volume, the velocity is equal to velocity, and the dot data is equal to data, and the dot time is equal to 0, and the dot, yeah, whatever, the rest can stay default. You're gonna scream at me because invalid conversion. What do you mean? What is invalid in here? What are you telling me is invalid in here? What is it that you don't like? Wait. It's the same size. It is the same size. Is it like not in order and that's your problem? Time and then data. Is that your problem? For real? It's not his problem. Invalid conversion from unsigned char pointer. That seems like a valid conversion to me. in instantiation of UINT voice manager play. Alright, required from here. Invalid conversion from... no, we just pass the values, right? Instruct. Wait, what is the issue here? Like, I'm trying to actually figure this out. What is your problem, sir? He really doesn't like the part in here. This works. Oh my god! That's unpleasant, yeah. But it works. Why can't we pass the data here, though? Invalid conversion. Fixed size array. What the hell? Fixed size array in instructs. Like, why doesn't it work? It makes no sense to me. Array in struct. Let's see that. Yeah, and what the issue is here? Like, what is the actual issue here? I really... Does it have to be like... Yeah, sure. Oh no, fuck. It's segfaulted. Oh, because we reference a null pointer. Great. Oh, what if we just want to pass the pointer further? Like, why don't you want to let me do that? Okay, I've got an idea. Let's ask ChatGPT. Wait, I hope I'm not logged in. Yeah, I'm not. Alright. I have a struct in C++. My struct Mamma Mia. And it has like whatever. Me array for members. Why can't I pass it like create structo? Sì, mi structo. Whatever. Tell me why. Tries to use designated initialization, which is available in C++11 and later, but the R you're passing is the R you're passing is not a proper initializer that can be used directly with MIArray. Alright, fair. You win. So we basically need to reference something, which means it can be a null pointer. But we can probably get around it by having like a const. Like a null data thing, basically. By const uint 8t. Can I make it like a completely... Can I just malloc it? Like static malloc? Will it, or it will not work? That's just that's just the worst code. Expression must be a pointer to complete object type. We want to dereference this, treating it as a pointer to uint 8t, to uint 8t pointer. Yeah, it's not a constant value, right? But I can like allocate it like that, right? Just fill it with zeros. Does it get allocated automatically, or will it literally fail as well? Like if we pass voice null data. Wait, the voice shouldn't be able to access this data anyways, right? So it could be passed as a const pointer. Let's see. Does it segfold now? If I were him, I'd segfold. Oh, I won't compile. Great, multiple definitions. Great. Oh, for fuck's sake. I wanted to simplify things, but I think I made them more complex with the data thing. We just want 16 bytes of data. That's not much to ask for. Okay, let's just make it a pointer to the data. And here I can pass null pointer. And in the function definition, we'll pass this to be a pointer too. Now we don't dereference a thing. Alright, sorry for that, it's a bit on the loud side. Yeah, it has those voices, right? So now what if we made it a piano, basically? Let's make a piano in I am cool, fucking GUI. Kurwa. Uh, yeah, I guess this works sort of. This doesn't work though. I have to like adjust it for it to work with envelopes. But for now, in the IMGYH. Wait, no, in the IMGYH. Where is the interface? Interface engine. Yeah, whatever UI here. Let's add a button basically. I would like it to like have like a debug keyboard basically. That would be pretty useful probably. Keyboard. And I'll just manually add like one key for now. IMGUI button. Let's just call it play for now. And I'll do a IMGUI pressed, or is item activated, hovered, focus, item activated. And if is item activated, will this engine... Do we have a reference to the sine wave audio module? We don't, do we? We don't. But we have audio modules. We know that there's like one at 0, right? So we can cast it to a voice, to a sine synth module, or whatever the thing is called. Sine synth audio module, I believe. Sine synth track module. Pointer. Is that actually the first module, or is it not the first? Because it will actually like fuck up the program. It is the first. Dot. Key down. Let's say call it KD or something. I'll actually have to like export the functions probably. And let's add a pitch to this parameter. It's like 440. Why don't you like that? Understandable. Is there like is deactivated, right? Okay, up. Let's just like, for now, let's just keep it like very simple because we need to implement it, remember. Let's like make a public void KD, void KU, and implementing them would be basically as follows. I can implement it here probably, like this voices dot play 440, like 0.7, 0.9, whatever, null pointer here. If this voices dot voice get voice count will basically artificially limit it is 0. Because it guarantees that like we'll have the 0 voice only. Oh, it's segfolded. Great. But it sort of worked for a second. Why did it segfold though? No clue why it's segfolded. Great. Let's debug it again. More debugging. We love debugging, don't we? Place. No, it occurred. Oh, alright, so there is a problem in that. Alright, so I believe the problem is... Wait, no. Let's add a breakpoint to stop to this function here. Is it F6 for debugging or what? I just want to debug it with the the CMake debugger. There's no shortcut for it apparently. Okay, it actually hits this part, right? So erasing this while it's iterating over that is not a good idea. Obviously. Why is it erasing it though? Why is the def time 0? Let's rerun it. Okay, this gets called. That's 0 for some reason. That's 0 as well. Okay, so for some bizarre reason, it doesn't seem to actually this seems to be read-only. Which for some, wait. No, it doesn't make sense. It's not read-only. Does this change a thing? Or just fail? What the fuck? Let's just spill you. Still 0. Time's not changed at all. The evaluate function doesn't change the time. Which I wonder, is it because of the time delta? It actually doesn't change this value, which might be a problem. But it was just do dumb things and not function completely, right? Good, it doesn't work now at all. It's also 0. Great. Why? That's actually like 0. Alright, voices. Can we like actually like read the hash table in some meaningful way? The voice here seems to be the correct one. We try to change the voice. Huh. Am I gonna have to resort to asking ChatGPT again? Because this doesn't seem to be logical at all. This voice decay. Why is this 0? This doesn't make any sense. This being 0 is like, what the fuck? Voice dev time. Like the voice manager class, right? Last evil time is 0, alright, but the decay time? Voice decay? Like why would this be 0? Where was the constructor? Where was the constructor used for this? Can I find the usage? It's in main, right? It's in the synth track module, right? And what we do here is we pass in the new voice manager, right? And it takes the voice, the function, right? There's a voice decay, which we set to 2200, 22,500, and then the pointer to this, right? And for some bizarre reason, the evaluate function on it, when we call it, it considers... Yeah, this doesn't make too much sense, does it? KV.second, the time, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Like, this works though. Let's do more debugging. I think I just lost. Okay, we evaluate that. So we have a time delta, which is 1 for some other bizarre reason. Why can't I type a thing? Why is the Visual Studio not Visual Studioing? Like, I can't do a thing. Let's terminate it actually. It seems to like be half responding, but like it's not. Great, thank you VS Code. Very cool. Can't kill the process too. Yeah. Goodbye Visual Studio Code. I tried this one more time though. Maybe it like had a bad day. Apparently. Apparently not. Like the worst part is like I can actually like move my cursor around, right? It just doesn't react to mouse movements. What was it? F3? No. Wait, how do I like toggle the view of the thing I'm looking at? No, F11 doesn't do what I wanted to do. Like continue. It's just gonna hit the same breakpoint, right? All right. Show hover. Evaluator function, yeah, sure. KV second though. Mouse still doesn't work, but whatever. We're working without the mouse. The time is set to 1 now. All right. So what if we continue? Debug, continue at 5. Time is still set to 1. Accumulator is 0. All right, that's fair. Time is still set to 1 here. Oh, great. Now it's... Time is still set to 1. Time is still set to 1 for some reason. Great. Oh, the mouse started working out of nowhere. All right. Cool. Cool. Appreciate that. Maybe we like wait. C++ modify C++ get pointer in hash map. What? Core out of all places, right? Is there a valid way to return a pointer to a value in a map? Yeah, this should work. This should be changing the thing. But it's not for some reason. Wait, what's the time delta again in those cases? Like what does it actually like work? Time delta is 0. Time delta is 1. Time delta is 1. All right. Let's continue. No, not here. Fuck you. No. Jump. All right, there are no voices. Logical. Actually, I might want to delete this breakpoint for a second. Play. Great. Now let's add this breakpoint again. And let's see. Voice dev time. The voice of time is 0, so it will like not work basically. What? Why doesn't it like change it at all? KV second time. Wait, try again. Without this guy. Play. Play. Great, this voice decay. Why are you 0? Who am I? What is this? Why is voice decay set to 0 here? Like, is it not being... Oh my fucking god, I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. I think I know what happened. So when you have the constructor, right? Not this one. Wait, where is the constructor? not play when you have the actual constructor of this voice manager type. No, it like absolute coding. Absolute fucking coding. Great. You could scream at me once. C++, my brother. It doesn't work now. It's inaudible. But it sort of does work, in fact. Let's debug it further. Without it dying immediately. Let's play this. So its dev time is now set to 0 plus 2000 or whatever. Which makes sense because the voice... Oh wait, no, it doesn't make sense because the voice time... Oh, its time cannot be set. Wait. No, its time cannot be 0 at this point because it's not immediate. It have to be immediate in order for it to start. So let's see. Here we inject it. Unless we actually do stop it at the exact moment we started. Let's debug it again. Alright, this goes into this method. Continue. Alright, we didn't manage to do a thing. Seems to still be... Well, no, it shouldn't die though. It's like its dev time is gonna be... Its dev time is gonna be set to like 22,000, right? But the voice, it's just been born. So what happens next is the voice lives for an arbitrary amount of time, apparently, because its time doesn't change at all. Which is a bit worrying. That's the worrying part. Let's debug this motherfucker. Replay. Not replay. I wanted to just find the play button. Where is it? Oh. Alright, we do that. Alright, now we do the time thing. Why don't we know that? This okay, but what is second now? Yeah, it actually has an invalid reference apparently. Because second is not initialized at all. So its time doesn't make sense as well. He's still not initial. No, he's initialized now. He has a dev time set in theory because he hasn't really received the like button up event, right? So he's initialized now. And what's gonna be his time here? Still 0. Here. Still 0, right? That's the problem. His time is still 0 constantly. Time delta is 1, so it should in theory increase. It's not increasing. So now the question is, why is it not increasing? Stop debugging. Let's set it to time for now, like that. crashed. Great. Immediately crashed. We play it. Great. This creates the voice. Then, like, the voice is created but not initialized yet. Multi-threading stuff. Will have its values, it has its time. Why cannot we set its time? Is it copied? Is it like just copied and we're just getting like a temporary... That will explain it. C++ iterate over map. Alright, we can use an auto pointer. Apparently. Although I'm really unsure. Well, it should work. They're telling me it should work. I don't want to do like the C++ style things though. I just want to keep it like clear with only the C style ones. So there's just gonna be a pointer. Error type, great. Does it compile though? Without it first, let's say. It shouldn't probably. Mismatch. Of constant uint 8p, and the other one is of voice. Just doing monkey things now. Like that. I know, they're telling me to use this. And this actually compiles. But like, what is it doing under the hood? So that's just a reference, right? What is it doing under the hood? That's my question. What the fuck is this syntax? What the hell? Okay, great. How can I do it without the const thing? For the reference here. It's a pointer, isn't it? Want this to be a pointer to this, whatever. Yeah, we'll just do it with references, whatever. We're in C++. If this works, I'm just not gonna fuck with it too much. Like, whatever, do your quirky things. I poke fun at Rust at times, but like, at least it's like consistent and documented, but I really hate like the way that C++ has like this type of references and like also seared style pointers. It just breaks the language in my opinion. The second, and it's now voice. It's time delta. Segfault? Yeah, hell yeah, brother. Probably this thing here, segfaults, right? Let it plays for a second. Erase map element. Yeah, alright, we'll just do it this way, probably in here as well. So, out with the fancy C++, we're gonna do it, okay, whatever, auto counter? What, wait, oh yeah, it's like the, oh, it's the iterator, so we call it 8, and we do it from the beginning to end, alright. Is equal to this dot voices dot C begin it less than this voices C end. Oh, we don't increment it, great. What the fuck? Okay, that's some very strange syntax, to be fair. So what we do is, if it doesn't need to be erased, right? How do we actually access that? What the hell? Hey, he's dating from up as well. What? But like, why plus plus 8? Okay, so we can pass an iterator to the erase function. Probably. Like, no. We can pass an iterator to it. Can we get like a... Can we like get a key value pair or something? CNC begin. Cool. But I want it the old way. Like, guys. Wait, iterator points to something, right? Okay, so it's like a custom thing, because operator overloading, of course. So like, if we do it, right? We get the actual element under the iterator. Okay, so if second data... Okay, we actually get it correctly, right. Just move this code here. And to access the voice, to like auto voice is it like that. It dot second. It's gonna be of type voice, but we want it to be the address to the voice, right? Actually, let's just copy it. That's gonna be safer. Let's not mess with that. Probably not a good idea. Why aren't you screaming at me this time, though? Voice time. Suppose the voice pointer. Voice time is greater than voice def time. And we need to increment the iterator. Right? If we don't delete it. Great, I wonder how long it's gonna take for... Oh, it's not gonna compile, right? Great, I love it when my command has errors. KV is not declared in the scope. Yep, makes sense. ID. Time delta. This data. What? Cannot cast constant voice to voice. Why is it a constant? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Again, we wanna like store the address here. We don't want it to be constant though. Invalid conversion from constant voice to voice. I don't see what's invalid in here though. Yeah, no clue what's invalid in here. Fuck this. How do I like add iterator, right? That's second. Time plus plus. Alright, but I want to reference this guy. And a copy will occur here, right? We don't want a copy to occur. What the hell? Okay, so this will just operate the iterator. Alright. Oh god, I'm falling asleep. How the hell do I do it? Chat, please help me. Chat, please help me. Let's just chat GPT the fuck out of that. I'm just wanna get a thing done today. How to iterate over a map at C++. Iterate, iterator, mutate content without and yeah, and why can't we mutate it this way? Because this, the copy occurs here, right? And that's a constant for some reason. Invalid conversion to constant from constant. Oh, I'm using a const fucking iterator. I didn't know what the C means. Fuck. So yeah, that's a read-write operator, and this should work now. It's an auto pointer. So voice is a voice pointer, and we do this shit and... Wait, it doesn't segfold at the end, but it just sort of stops working now. What the fuck? It crashed? So what the hell is going on? Wait. It actually like crashed without the segfolding. Interesting. So like enter an infinite loop of sorts. Alright. Let's continue. Yeah, let's just like remove the breakpoint. Play it. Alright, this gets us here. To stop it, alright, voice dev time. Let's see what happens here. Now let's erase it, right? Oh wait, what? But he's getting erased. Oh, wait, what? We want to erase the iterator. So the idea is not even needed, but like, let's see it later. And we need to advance the iterator as well. We need to post-crement it actually here. Here we can post-crement it too, just for good measure. Wait, so... This does the same thing. Like, this doesn't change the behavior of the code. Why don't we increment it here though? It doesn't make sense. We could increment it here. It would be completely normal to do so. Unless like the pre-incrementation and incrementation are... Oh fuck, are they like different for... I doubt they would be though. Yeah, works. Works. It works. Why does it have to be like that though? I feel like we could just use like standard post incrementation here. We cannot apparently. Does it change if we do this? It does. Okay, because the condition like this is executed twice if we delete it. And we don't want it executed twice. So we post-crement it. Alright, this makes sense. Okay, this totally makes sense, but it's just weird. If you think about it, this is like logical. All right. Yeah, I can hold it for longer too, so this works great. Now let's do the envelope. Let's make the envelope work with it. I'll commit the changes though. So there's like voice manager changes. We won't manage to implement the MIDI thing I wanted to do today. I have to do another stream tomorrow, which is gonna be probably a bit of a morning stream. Like not morning, but it's definitely not gonna be as late as today's. So if we know it's dev time, right? So like time, I can make it fade technically. If I know like the dev time is gonna be 22,500, let's like make it fade for now. No, let's implement the envelope. That's gonna be boring if I just make it fade. So we wanted to use an envelope, right? Great. So our time will just keep getting incremented. But if our dev time is like infinite, then like we don't care, right? So like we know that it's alive, basically. Let's multiply it by calculate envelope. The time will just pass in the voices dot time. The attack, let's just put in some arbitrary number in here for now, or do we like have data dot engine dot data? No, we don't have anything like that now. All right, let's just put in something arbitrary now, like 0.1. Oh, it's in float. So it's okay. So voice time is in size t, and we were working with seconds here. So that's gonna be data get engine. Let's like do a time conversion. It's gonna be our time, and we're just gonna be, the attack is just gonna be like 0.1 seconds, the decay 0.2 seconds, sustain time. Alright, Björk, because we're using the sustain time, right? The thing is, we don't have the sustain time. So how we want to do it, basically, because before it we knew all the parameters of the envelope, right? For now we just, like, we have the envelope, it goes something like this, and like it needs to stay in here, right? So as time goes on, as time progresses, we stay here until the def time is no, and if the def time is no, we can just continue on. So we should need to know the def time basically too. So maybe instead of storing the so basically we need to know the time of it and like the time when it should be switched off, right? Fuck, another redesign. But it's a simple one, to be fair. We just store. I guess this works. I guess we don't have to do anything. Just instead of like setting this to be this arbitrary value, right? In the voice manager, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just be checking like stop. What does stop do, right? It's just gonna set it to voice at time. And if def time voice.time minus voice def time is greater than this decay time, then we just kill it, erase it. So this basically still leaves us with this envelope thing, right? Sort of leaves us with all of those remaining here as they are, but the release factor it's gonna get basically multiplied by effectively whether we this release factor is just gonna like stay at 0 unless we actually, okay, so we don't have the sustain time. Let's just keep it like this here. So just remove the ST here. And instead of passing time here, okay, we want the sustain and the release. So let's say the sustain is 0.5 and the release will just be 0.7 seconds. Which makes sense, and will not pass time, but float past and factor or something like that. It's gonna be time So if voice.def time is like not the max, then that's gonna be std numeric limits. Basically, if it's nearing def, like whatever. I actually need to do the full thing because I have no clue. If it's not equal to that, then it's just gonna be std max time and how long is the decay process taking, attack and then decay. So it's gonna be 0.1f plus 0.2f. Minimum. And else we're just gonna do time minus data get engine yada yada voice def time since the def plus those. And let's just pass the end factor to here and see if it works. And replay the keyboard. Doesn't, probably. Doesn't work at all. Just keeps returning 0, it would seem. Oh wait. It actually sort of works. Apparently, if the def time is just too big, it just sort of freaks out, right? If that is a U long, what? It seems like it's like this comparison here is failing. We'll use the minimum of time and those. I am curious. Let's try this. It's not doing anything right now, right? Great. Yeah, I know those breakpoints do in fact exist. Remove breakpoint. Toggle breakpoint, great, F9. We don't want this one, nor do we want this one. All right. F9 is very big, right? So if we were to debug F10, right? What? All right. Right, so what is the def time? What is the n factor then? It's minus a lot. Because apparently the minimum of time... Oh, time is very little. Right? Okay, but what if we continue? And like, yeah, let's continue this. Now, voice.def time. It's like 1. What? Why is it 1? Fuck, why is it 1? Okay, yeah, it's fair because we released it immediately. But the n factor is very small, and like, why is it taking the... What is the time? It should be the STD minimum of this. K. So like... What did it evaluate into? It evaluated into like very tiny value, and that's good. Yes, yes. Yes. All right. This still will evaluate to this. Okay, we'll need to like change how it all works probably. This all works. Because for now, if we like... Cool. Just doesn't launch, because why would it? And like not stopping the voice automatically kills it as well. Interesting. So if we were to skip the envelope thing though... Stop fucking with my line layouts. For fuck's sake. Why does it stop? Never telling it to stop, and it just does. Why? Nobody's asking it to do so. My throat is starting to die slowly. Why is it killing the envelope? Let's see the voice manager, I guess. Oh, I know why it's working like that. Wait, no. Doesn't make sense. If the dev oh, it might be like doing underflows on overflows. It's still not going to work probably, right? Because we're first doing this operation and then we're checking it. We'd actually have to do it on proper types. So we can like literally check if voice dev time is larger than voice time is smaller than voice time and this. Yeah, this works. Because before it was overflowing the long, right? And it was just multiplying. It was just basically garbage values. Let's see if this works though. It probably should work very poorly, but it should sort of work. I don't see it rising. Calculate envelope. Let's take the minimum of the time. All right. All right. Let's just try. Let's just try running it in debug mode. Pressing play for a second and seeing what happens. God damn it! I need to like do. I need to click and like place a breakpoint. All right, whatever. It's dead now, like the thing. Whatever. The dev time. All right, we see the dev time. Okay, it's very big now. Next time. Now it is still very big for some bizarre reason. Still very big for some reason. Okay, because we still haven't registered the click, so it's gonna be pretty big for a number of times. Let's try playing it. Now the dev time is just gonna be set to some like reasonable number. Oh god. All right, so what do we end up with the end factor as? Like, okay, what? It's not equal to this, so we should be taking this value. Yeah, it seems reasonable. Yeah, it also like produces sun now. the thing is, when it is set to the max, it should be the other way around. It works! Guys, look, we have envelopes that are dynamic. Wait, let me mute the music. Let me mute the metronome too. Not replay? Yeah, we can replay. See? Click. Release. It sort of fucks up when I try to like play multiple keys at once, but that's not gonna be of worry to the keyboard program. In fact, there's not gonna be any keyboard in there, probably. Great. So it took me a lot. It took me like 3 hours to make the refactor. Congrats to myself. That was probably the most boring of the streams. Let's just try and make it like at least sound decent though. So like, let's store this as an actual thing. Wait, is item activated? Because it like let's like have a set of frequencies and like use them as keys in some sort of an array for this to work. Just a quick and dirty solution. So the synth track module, right? This guy would get a private STD map, and it's what was unordered map of a float mapped to uint 8t. That's gonna be our voices, potential voices, one could say. And when we have the voice, oh yeah, we need to initialize it probably. Yeah. Potential voices, new map, whatever. And when we call the keyboard, let's just implement the function here. It's annoying that they're not there. So let me remove those. And they're gonna take a float f as a frequency. Let's implement them now. Yeah, Doxygen comments, great. Love them Doxygen comments. So keyboard down, keyboard up. What we'll do is, if it's keyboard down, then we're gonna do this voices dot play. We're gonna play the frequency, that's f, the velocity of like 0.8 or whatever. We can do like 0.5. This is gonna be a null pointer, and we are going to store this inside of our this dot potential voices f is going to be equal to this. If this potential voices F is equal to like if it contains F, then what we'll do is we'll this voices dot stop potential voices F, this voices dot, and we will play, we'll basically call this anyway. Yeah, we'll just continue like that, right? So we just stop the old one, set the F1 to the new value. So if this voices dot get, wait, does get throw as well? Yeah, it does. Maybe there should be like a is playing. Although it wouldn't make sense because the IDs can be reused. Well, technically it contains it, so like as soon as you, never mind, let's just not play with that. Let's just do this and keep it that way. If it fails, it fails. And if we do keyboard up, we'll do this. Send this potential voices dot erase at F. And now it should sort of work. Like the UI needs to update it, to be updated. 40, 140. How does it behave now? It works. Cool. So now the thing is, let's just do the frequencies. How do we get another frequency? There's actually a formula to get a note. So like a chromatic scale frequency formula. Is there like, I believe there was something to the power of like 112 or something. Root of 2. All right. All right, so we basically can multiply. All right, so that's like the distance between nodes, right? Let's start with A4, which is 440 hertz. Let's do a something like this. Let's do 12 notes, the whole chromatic scale. And for each of them, we also need to like push ID or whatever. And then pop ID. And here, we're just gonna push the note frag. And at the end of this, we will like this, note frag, and multiply by this value here. Probably something's gonna fail. It works. I have a fucking piano. Okay, what can we play? That's A. The pop you hear is because it doesn't interpolate smoothly when it has a def time. So basically just sort of... If it dies instantly, it just sort of skips a part of the envelope and just sort of the volume just shifts suddenly. Let's like change the text for like STD format. Format string was just process D. I. Oh yeah, CSTR, of course. What the fuck? How does STD format work again? STD format. Alright. But doesn't %D work in there? That's a deprogramming language. That's not the one we want. Okay, so we literally just don't use... So it uses a different syntax. I remember there was a function that like... We can trigger more than like... We can't trigger more than one voice of a type. Try to like join the music here, but like I probably suck at it, so yeah. Right, let me just have some fun with that here. It's gonna be the... Okay, it's difficult with them not being offset, so let's just stick to this. Just little trickery. Shut up, metronome. Okay, the problem is with that, like, to just, like, you know, get familiar with it. The main issue here is that they're, like, not displayed in the normal format, right? So, like, let's just names. I should be able to do that. All right, so the first one will be called the first, like, first, second flat in theory, or like, how do you denote it? How do you even denote it? Orders of chromatic scale. How do you call them? How can you denote them as, like, the degrees? Yeah, whatever. Theory, ear training. Yeah, data. That's gonna be the first. It's gonna be the second flat. Oh, that's not gonna work as a char array, is it? It'd be more like a STD string. Then it's gonna be second. I'm gonna, like, use naming like this. It's probably not proper though. I'd like there to be someone who actually could, like, come here and tell me that I'm wrong. Starting on A. So there are basically 12 degrees, right? Wait. Pain to the rescue. 12 degrees of the scale. So we get notes from A to G, right? So there's A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, G, G sharp, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I missed one. D, D sharp, E, F sharp. I missed F sharp. It's 12, right? So that's gonna be first degree of the chromatic scale. Or, like, oh yeah, this doesn't make sense. Never mind. The second degree, yeah, they're all degrees of the chromatic scale. I wanted to refer to the major scale, so that's gonna be this. That's the second. That's gonna be the third. It's gonna be the fourth, I believe. It's gonna be the fifth. No, that's gonna be the sixth, if I'm not mistaken. A major. Yeah. Nope. That's gonna be the sixth. And then that's gonna be the seventh. All right, let's use those names. It's gonna be easier. So then the second flat is correct technically because it's the second flat. I have it off screen right now, but yeah, whatever. So that's second. That's the third flat. Then that's the third. Then that's the fourth. Then that's the fifth flat. And then that's the sixth flat. No, then that's the sixth in general, yeah, doesn't make sense. And then there's the seventh flat and the seventh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Missed something. Second, third flat, third. We are on D with a fourth. There's D sharp then. Yeah, I've missed the fifth. Then there's the sixth flat, then there's the sixth, then there's the seventh flat, and there's the seventh. That should be correct. All right, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What the fuck is wrong? There are 11 names. There should be 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, what, schizophrenic or something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 items in this list. There was no comma here. And just automatically concatenated the string for some reason. Because apparently C++ just does it. Okay, we can play the major scale now. Alright, so we have the major scale and like... Yeah, if I remember correctly. Perfect. Okay, so we basically have the node triggers figured out, sort of. So we can now trigger them arbitrarily. Tomorrow, or rather today, for me, it's like, what, the 24th? It's 1 a.m. And I gotta wake up at 7, before 7. So that's gonna be it for today's stream. Let's play the Among Us theme song. How do you play the Among Us theme song? Wait. I want the letter notes. Shut up, metronome. Nobody wants metronome. Right, it's... Wait. So okay, that's C. A, B, C. I'm not doing a good job, am I? Yeah, whatever. Never mind. That's just piano thingy. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you if you were actually watching it for any reasonable amount of time or at all. And uh hopefully I'll see you guys on tomorrow's stream because I have to do it whether I like it or not. It's my project. So yeah. See ya and thanks for tuning in potentially.